on your boat last year here. This product, many of you have seen the Reach net. That's just a 10.5-foot net that we designed with Ego nets back a few years ago. Just got the handle that turns and locks, 3 different sections, goes out to 10 foot. Grant Corbett is the gentleman that owns Ego Nets, and he and I worked on that back a few years ago, strictly for the crappie market. You know, I've been in the crappie market for 28 years full time. It's my business, it's my life. And I went to Cummins Net, I went to Mason Net, I went to all the net companies, and I asked the same thing of all of them. I said, hey, why don't you design something for the crappie angler? Because nobody really does. And I got the same answer every time. We got 40 models, surely y'all can find something that'll work. I went to Ego Nets at the ICAST show at Las Vegas back a few years ago. It's an annual show of all your tackle manufacturers worldwide. It's an international show. And so you can imagine the people are there. Anything to do with fishing, it's there. If they're not there, they're not in business in this country or China or anywhere else that I know of in the fishing market. So I was there visiting with Ego Nets, and I told him the same thing, and he said, hey, we're a American company. They're right out of Macon, Georgia, in fact. He said, we can make what you want, and we can make whatever we want to. We're not under anybody's thumb. You design what you want and send it to me. I got a hold of some of our pro staff members, some of our Angler Advisory Board members, told them what was going on. Together we designed that first Reach net. Within a month he had a prototype to me, and by the time the season started the next spring, we had nets in the sporting goods stores. Well, Grant's the type of guy that he just couldn't let it rest there. That was the largest selling net for Ego Net Company in the history of his company, as of 2 years ago. He said, I'm not going to let it rest there. I'm working on the new generation of the Reach net. And I said, well, how can you make it any better than what it is now? Well, right there is the new generation. That's how that works. Pretty slick, isn't it? That's a 108-inch handle on that one. Now, girls, this net comes off right here. The reason I'm talking to the girls, we know how it is. Sometimes on the weekends, the wind blows. If it does, a paint roller fits right on there. Just to let you know, Helen. Also, there's about 8 or 10 different net heads that goes on here. Rubber, different size, big, small, everything else. But anyway, he developed this net and released it at the ICAST show last year, which was in Vegas again last year. Released it at that show. It won Best of Show in fishing accessories. That's a big lick for Ego Nets. Best of Show. Just last week, we got in at the office the new generation of this net. And it does the same thing. It goes both ways at the same time. It locks in several places, but the handle's shorter. It's just a 60-inch handle instead of a 108-inch handle. But we've got those back there if you want to look at it. But they're also available at Cabela's. Cabela's they took the entire Ego line on now. They're available at Cabela's. And we understand that nets are hard to ship and expensive to ship. So we try to keep a few on hand to take to the tournament. So we'll have just a few of them back there. We'll have 2 or 3 at each tournament. It's basically all we'll have. We do have those if anybody needs it.